cruising's in my blood. I've spent almost 20 years at sea. I used to be a singer on a cruise ship. Nowadays, I'm a passenger. From oceans to rivers, I'm a bit of a cruising connoisseur. And I want to share everything I've learned with you. Together, we'll discover the most exciting places on the planet.
It's a big one.
Some you'll have heard of.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful.
And some you won't.
This is just what dreams are made of.
So join me for the adventure of a lifetime. You'd perhaps never think cruise when you think India, but I'm going to find out why you should give it a go. Visiting here has been on my bucket list for years. It's full of history, mystery, and indescribable beauty. This cruise is unlike any I've done before, so open your mind. I'm up for it if you are. I'm taking a spiritual journey along India's most sacred river to really live this stunning and unique country. As I go up the Ganges and down Ginnels.
We're going up a back alley.
To explore the real India. This is a journey beyond belief.
It's enchanting and it's just a beautiful thing to see. I'm flying a kite! Look how far it is!
Into the skies of Jaipur, or at least trying to.
No problem. I've lost my kite!
Another Indian tradition leaves its mark.
I'm going to take a picture of that and remember that forever as one of the amazing things that happened on my trip to India.
I'm fulfilling a lifelong dream by visiting one of the world's man-made wonders.
I didn't think a building could make your heart feel like this.
It's the crack of dawn on my first day in India, and I'm excited and I'm raring to go. Overnight, I've flown the 5,000 miles to its most easterly state. It's nearly a 14-hour flight, but I don't mind. Gives me plenty of time to sleep and save me energy for the day ahead. My ship, the Uniworld Ganges Voyager 2, a classic-style river ship, is moored on the Ganges River, but I have a couple of hours before I board. This trip is going to be a learning experience for you and for me, and I've found the perfect place to start. It's Kolkata. Now, I know what you're thinking, it's Calcutta. Well, it's not, they've changed it to Kolkata, and it's there. It's colourful, it's chaotic, and it's the capital of West Bengal, home to over 97 million people. 5 million of them live within Kolkata itself, most of them with their hands on their horns. Permanently. I've got time to squeeze in 2 must-dos according to the travel guide.
This is the Malik Ghat flower market. It's one of the biggest and the busiest in India. There's over 2,000 sellers work here. It's flipping crazy here. It's just so busy. I'm full of newspaper, which I don't understand.
It turns out the newspapers are used for packing the flowers. And the busiest and most hectic markets at home don't compare to this. The sights and sounds are overwhelming. And it's so easy to get lost in it all. I got myself a guide.
Vic, nice to see you.
Same here.
Good to see you.
As part of the package, the ship supplied me with Vic. But you can book your own online for about 20 quid, and it's worth every penny.
So what's the significance of all the different colours?
Okay, for example, you see 2 colors.
Yeah?
Yellow represents holiness.
So yellow means holy, yeah?
Holiness.
What's orange?
Orange means sacredness.
In India, orange garlands are used both for celebrations and for welcomes.
So every colour and every flower has a meaning?
Has a meaning.
And the garlands, there's so many garlands.
Garlands are essence of the Indian culture. For example, this one is used for the wedding. Wedding garland.
This is wedding garlands?
Wedding garland.
So flowers are hugely important to India?
Yes, it's a part of our life. Right from the birth till death, flowers are every day.
This market is more than 120 years old. And however much India has advanced in that time, you get the sense that things here haven't changed that much at all. In fact, age-old traditions are everywhere, including in the shadow of the city's most famous landmark, the Howrah Bridge. Here, just a few minutes walk from the market, you'll find a mix of spirituality, skill, brute strength, and very tight pants.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hello! How are you? Namaste.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste. So this is Kushti wrestling?
Yes, the art of fighting with bare hands.
Really? So it's fighting with bare hands and
Yes, it's being practiced before 5000 BC.
this is a skill?
Yes, skill,
Yeah.
spirituality,
Spirituality.
yoga, and you can say it's a way of life.
Wow.
So, you can call this an Indian gym.
An Indian gym.
Indian
Do you have
gym.
to have a special diet?
We are all vegetarians. We generally depend on vegetarian diets such as vegetables, fruits, dry fruits, milk.
No meat.
No
But yet-
non-veg.
But you're strong.
Yes, of course.
Shall we
Yes.
go and have a look?
Yes, why not? Come
Can-
inside.
yeah.
You come this side, ma'am.
Okay.
You'll be able to see more. You come this side. You can stand here.
I can stand here?
Come inside.
Okay. I can stand here?
Yes.
Right.
This gym, or akhara, is one of the last remaining in the city. It's run by a guru, a holy man who doubles as a trainer. Kushti wrestlers start learning as young as 6 and continue throughout their adult lives. I'd love to have their discipline and to know more about those pants.
Every wrestler has to wear this sacred cloth. This is called langota.
Uh-huh.
So it suppresses the sexual energy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It helps to transfer the sexual energy to spiritual energy.
I see.
Yes, start. So this mud is actually the alluvial soil brought from the Ganges. It is first dried up, soaked in the sun, purified, then it is brought inside.
So it's the mud of the Ganges.
Yes. This was one of the techniques known as washerman technique.
Yeah? So throw him over your shoulder.
Yes. So this is the winning position.
So you have to pin him down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your-
On the
your
shoulders?
backside, yeah.
Okay. Does it hurt? That
Lord
lower
Hanumana
line?
protects us. We do not get hurt.
You sure?
Yes, many times.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a memorable way to kickstart my morning. But after 3 knockouts and a submission, it's time to leave the ring.
Thank you for showing us and sharing with us.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
And Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Kolkata's got everything you've read about India. The bustle, the energy, and yes, the poverty. In just a couple of hours, I've come face to face with it all.
This place is a culture shock. Every sense you've got, it will attack. Your eyes, your ears, your nose. But then you see such complete, utter colour and beauty. It is an absolutely fascinating place, is India.
And I'm told it's just as fascinating to view by boat. So, a 30-minute coach ride later, I'm at the dockside. And there she is, my home for the next 7 days.
I'm glad I'm here, because, you have a long journey. You've packed everything for days. You're hoping you've got everything and all you want to do is get into your room and unpack and get it all there so you can see what you've got.
This is the Ganges Voyager 2. At just 3 decks high, there's not much chance of losing your way when on board. But if you like to get to know your fellow travellers better, this one's perfect, as there's room for just 56 of us.
Thank you. Hi. Oh, look. Look at that. Hello. Oh, thank you. Welcome. Yeah. Thank you. Got me a bit on now.
It's called a tilaka, a traditional way to honour guests here. And with the garlands I remember from the flower market, this is a true Indian welcome.
Thank you. Hello. Namaste. Hello. McDonald, Jane.
It's 304.
304. Thank you. Hello. Oh, it's got sort of traditional look, hasn't it? It's all oldie worldy. I feel like I should have a crinoline on. Oof. Lower stair. Right, that'll keep my thighs in check all week. This is me, is it? Ooh. Oh. Oh, I say. You can't believe this is on a river cruise, can you, really? I mean, this is pretty spectacular. So I'm just going to go. I love this bit. I love my beds. I just really like beds. It's got a feel, this, of like the Orient Express. It's like Agatha Christie type, Poirot.
There's 5 types of cabins available on this ship, ranging from standard to suites like mine.
Oh, look at this. Everything's very colonial. All these lovely touches that you get to make you feel like you're in India. I'm going to definitely get centred on this cruise, and I feel as if this will be a spiritual journey. I like this feel, because although it's very oldie worldy, there's lots of modern things, like a telly, kettle, and that is very unusual, because cruisers don't usually have kettles in rooms. That is very exciting for me.
Right, what lies in store for the next 7 days? We'll be steaming north up the Ganges, sacred river to the world's 1 billion Hindus. First stop is Kalna. From there to Matiari, calling in at Murshidabad, then on to Mayapur, finally stopping at Chamdanagar before heading back to Kolkata. But it doesn't end there. I'll be breaking up the trip home with a stop at Jaipur, the Pink City, and another at Agra, home of a little place called the Taj Mahal. I'm sure I've heard of it somewhere.
I have finally shaken off my coat, dropped my bag, left my cases in the room, got my first glass of champagne for the sail away, and finally I'm being taken up the Ganges and I'm on my holidays. Cheers! Yay!
One of the great things about a river cruise is that you get to see everything and everyone close up.
Goodbye, goodbye. Yay. Oh, he's having a bath and everything. Who needs an ensuite when you've got the Ganges? Just get some soap on you and jump in. Hey.
Coming up next.
Here we go. No seatbelts.
A rickshaw trip that doesn't go quite to plan.
I'm too heavy for him.
And an Indian meal with a difference. Just started my Indian inland cruise. Overnight, we've left the crowds and mayhem of Kolkata behind, and we've travelled 65 miles up the Ganges, arriving in Kalna. Today's trip isn't your conventional excursion, it's remote and off the normal tourist trail.
Morning, thank you.
The dock's a bit rickety, but we'll put that down to local charm.
Nice to see you. Oh, way up.
Luckily, they're happy to give a woman of a certain age a helping hand.
Thank you. Oh, look at this. You get hiked up. Good morning. Good to see you.
The ship's laid on a tour of Kalna, and me and my new cruise friends are getting there by pedal power.
Come, this is a rickshaw for you.
Oh, I'm ready for this. Hello. I'm so sorry. I should have not had that pudding last night. He's going to have to pedal hard.
But see, this is the break for you.
Oh, I see, just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Backseat driver.
It's my first time on an Indian rickshaw, and I'm told it's one of the best ways to see the sights.
Ah, here we go, no seatbelts.
OK, I'll come clean. It were 2 puddings last night.
Oh, dear. I'm too heavy for him. He's having to pull me up a hill.
Anyone know CPR?
Oh, that's it. The town is just waking up. It's still quite early in the morning. People are still rubbing the sleep out of their eyes, and it's quite crisp in temperature. Everybody's still got the scarves and the gloves on because it's quite cold.
I'm here in January, by the way, which is the coldest month along with December. Come at either of those times and you'll need to pack a jumper or a coat. But for the rest of the year, it's positively sweltering.
This is a real adventure. This is something I would never have done in my whole life if I hadn't have come on this cruise.
Cows are sacred here, so don't be alarmed if you bump into a couple on the street.
I'm experiencing India in every shape and form.
With me rickshaw hiccup, the rest of the group are ahead of me, but I'm finally here.
Here we are.
First stop, one of the religious sites.
Thank you.
Kalna's nicknamed Temple City. We're visiting the #1 must-see, along with its stunning gardens, according to the travel guides.
Hello. So I put these on?
Whenever you enter a Hindu temple, you have to remove your shoes, as they're seen as impure.
I'm a bit late. They're all over there. Oh, look at these, though. They're all very good, aren't they? I feel like I'm late for class. It's really like being at school. I need to get this out as well. This is where your guide talks to you, and then you can wander off a little bit and have a look and still hear what he's saying.
So this temple, it has a lot of historical value. It was a place where the Maharaja wanted a space to talk to his people. So temples were built in those days also with that concept.
Wow. This is so different to everything I've ever seen. And there is something quite mysterious about it, respectful about it, and it's beautiful.
So don't forget to, see this beautiful tree. This is the tree that is very good for your intestine. It can solve your gastroenteritis problems.
What is that called?
It is called bail in Indian language, and we also in English we call it wood apple.
Right, and that sorts your digestive
That's
system.
one of the best for the Indians, and that's why we offer it to Lord Shiva, these leaves. So he loves these leaves because this cures us. Yeah?
There
We
you
all
go.
need it.
Oh,
Yes,
we do.
yes. These are the symbols of, Shiva and the trident, what we say in English. Yeah.
Shiva is one of the 3 main gods in Hinduism. Followers turn to him to help drive out negative energy on certain days and at certain times.
Normally in an Indian calendar, we have a demonic time in a day, in any day. A time of the demon, yeah? And that's called in astrology Rahu Kal. You will find that in that time, things sometimes don't click. You wanted to call a guy, it doesn't click. Things just don't go in order during that time. So a lot of successful Indians, they believe in that. Come, now we move that side.
It talks a lot of sense.
Typical like a mud,
No, we're just
mud
saying
house.
this.
Look like a mud house.
If things are going wrong, just stop.
Yeah,
Can we keep doing it, don't we?
yeah. Keep expecting something different to happen.
I know. Whereabouts are you from?
Stoke.
Oh.
Stoke, yeah.
I thought I knew that accent.
I up Duck and all that.
I hope not, yeah. But this is like incredible, isn't it?
It is.
Still all here.
It's just very peaceful and stuff.
Yeah. Faith is very, very strong in India. When you look about how everything is so pristine, where everybody is religious or prays and worships, and then you see how they live, I find that mind-blowing, that this is unbelievably beautiful. And then you go outside to the real world and it's quite different.
Following that little spiritual interlude, there's a chance for passengers to walk back to the ship through the market. And that's where I'm meeting the ship's head chef, Zavid.
Hiya, chef.
Hi, hello.
How you doing?
Fine, excellent.
You
Thank you so
shopping?
much. Yes, we are just people who came to check the piece.
Well, there's around 140 varieties of them living in the Ganges, so finding some shouldn't be hard.
So this has just been caught, has it? It's just very fresh.
Yeah, very fresh. You can
Yeah.
have a look.
Oh,
Wow.
it's alive. They've got every single type of fish here that you could ever want. And I wish you could smell it in here, because looking at it, you're probably thinking, oh my God, it smells fresh, it smells sweet, and it smells like you want to eat this product.
But there's more than fish on sale here.
Look at that radish. We get all things like that in England.
It's amazing just how much fresh veg there is. And don't get me started on all the fresh spices. They put my little jars back home to shame. And there's loads I don't even recognise.
Turmeric.
That's turmeric.
Yeah. This is the fresh turmeric and they make it like a sun-dried. And this is the powder of the
I see. And this is really good for you, isn't it?
Yeah, this is very good for stomach and this is very good for skin.
Skin.
Skin. This is very good.
How long do they last, chef?
Yeah, if you keep it in a container, you can keep it for 2-3 months.
I must sort my cupboard out when I get home. It's been in for years.
Here,
Chilies.
we have the chilies.
Yeah.
It has very spicy flavor of
Yeah.
that. And for the Bengali cuisine, we like to have our spicy food.
Yeah. You like it
all
very
this is
spicy
very
in Bengal. Can I make it milder?
Sometimes those people who don't like the spicy,
Yeah.
that time we use a little bit of sugar.
Sugar?
In our food, in our Bengali cuisine.
Really?
Yeah, to make the balance of the spiciness and the
So
sweetness.
sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour, you can say.
See, now I was thinking it was yogurt all along. No wonder mine went in the bin. Ugh. Right, that's great. I'm learning so much today, chef.
Time and tide wait for no woman. And after spending what felt like only minutes in the market, it's anchors away and we are back cruising. While the ship meanders up the Ganges, we're all being treated to a front row seat to rural India,
It's lovely, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
Oh,
including my new friend Peter.
That seemed like proper India.
it did, didn't it?
Yes, all the fish. Did you see the fish?
I did. I went into the
All
market.
the fish that are all alive.
Are you enjoying it?
It's wonderful.
Yeah. It's a real different experience, isn't it?
Well, India, I just love India.
Do you? Have you been before?
Yes.
Ah. So
So-
what is it about India?
People are so nice, so happy. They're not cross. Europeans are cross. They're all racing up and down in their rickshaws, and everyone's beeping like mad, but no one's cross about it.
No, that's true. They
That's
do
what-
it with a smile. Yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It is very calm here, isn't it? Oh, I'm beginning to feel India now. It was a culture shock. It really was a culture shock. But now I'm finally... You sort of get it, don't you, after a while?
Yes, and don't worry about the fact that some of it's actually quite dirty and quite grubby, and that's...
Yeah.
It is, really.
And it seems to work, doesn't it?
Everyone's so friendly on this cruise, and we're all busily bonding over the evening's entertainment. Tonight, the ship has laid on something right up my street, a night of Bengali traditional folk music, known as baul. Now, I actually know a little bit about this. They play a range of unique Indian instruments, with the lead playing a one-string drum called a kamak. It's been around for centuries. These guys are musicians, poets, composers, dancers and actors all rolled into one. Now that's multitasking. There's only one restaurant on board, breakfast and lunch are buffet style and dinner is a la carte.
Smells good. Good evening, madam. Good evening. Oh, yes. I'm always the first to dinner. It's as if I don't eat all day. But I just like to get myself settled. Thank you. And peruse the menu.
It's a mix of Bengali and Western dishes. There's local curries, Italian pasta and British favourites. But hey, you're in India, so why not be adventurous?
Red onion soup. That sounds nice.
Coming up next, a bit of monkey business in these palace gardens.
Oh, my God, there's going to be a fight. Oh! Oh, my God!
And I'm welcomed into a family home. You won't believe what goes on inside.
Oh, hello. Nice to meet you. Namaste.
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 It's day 4 of my cruise through India. With over 400 million people living around its basin, the Ganges is central to the way of life. The river is so significant, it's an honour to have your ashes scattered here. And to top that, it's even worshipped. There's nowhere else in the world like it, which makes this journey truly special. We've left Kalna behind and are now travelling 57 miles further north past the small, sleepy village of Matiari. So seeing as we've got a bit of time, I think I'll go on a little on-board tour. Wanna come?
Now, I've noticed on this ship that everybody just leaves the doors on. And these are all the shoes. If you see everybody's shoes outside the doors,
because every time we come back on the ship, they actually clean our shoes for us, which is nice, isn't it? So the one thing I am noticing is these little boxes everywhere, and they've got all these herbs just growing everywhere. So it's just great. They are all plants that you find in this region. It's a nice touch. And I love the artwork on here. All the stenciling you see everywhere is hand-painted by local craftsmen. How good is that? This is the restaurant. Oh, look. There's the chef. Hello, chef. Look at all that lovely food. Just waiting to be eaten. Looks fantastic. So everybody waits for every meal. On a river cruise, you get exclusivity. So everything is cooked there and then. What else we got over here? More cabins. It's a lot easier to find your way on a river cruise because there's only a few decks. And I must admit, I am getting the whole river cruising thing now because it's a completely different experience to an ocean cruise, and I love both. Is this the spot? Oh, so it is. Hello. How are you? Good. Very, very well. So, Laurie, is this where it all happens?
Oh, it is.
Is it?
It's fabulous.
What are you booked in for?
I just had mine.
Oh, what you had?
Reflexology.
Oh, yeah. Did you feel
much better?
Really?
Nice and relaxed.
I think that's what I'm feeling now. I'm sort of getting a bit chilled. Are you?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, there's a gym. I won't be seeing that. Oh, that looks lovely, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. I'm definitely out of summer. I'll be checking you out later. Is that all right? Thank you very much. See you, Laurie. Cocktails later?
Yes.
Right. Loving your work. We've now arrived in Murshidabad. It was formerly the capital of West Bengal, and the East India Company, which first established this country as part of the British Empire, once reigned from here. Today it's home to 45,000 people and noted for its fine silks and metalwork. Me and my new friend Peter and a few of the other guests are heading off on a tour of the sights.
Hiya.
Move to the 1,000 Door Palace. We are on our way.
Our guide is Savia from the ship. He's taken us on a walk through the local and very lively market.
So this is the market. This is the high street down
Yeah,
here?
new restaurants coming up.
Yeah?
New restaurants. Just traffic which is confined to... This is a government vehicle, so that's why it's allowed to enter.
How many people are in that car?
Yeah. It's a municipal car, yeah?
There's about 12 people in that car. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Mad, noisy.
Yeah, but we call it organized
Chaos.
chaos. That's what I'd like to say.
Organised chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the 1,000 Door Palace we are going to enter. It's called... Yes. It's called Hazar, which means 1,000. Duar, which means door.
Yeah?
So 1,000 Door Palace.
Great hide and seek.
Yes, this is the majestic building, you see?
It is.
This was the great Scottish gentleman whose name was Duncan MacLeod, yeah?
Oh, McDonald.
Yes, so...
Any relation to Kevin?
No, MacLeod has a special city named after him in India.
Yeah?
Called MacLeod-Ganj.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fascinating how many cultures have left their stamp on India, and no wonder it has a hold on so many visitors. Our next stop is a couple of miles further north of Murshidabad, so the ship's staff have laid on transport. Oh, this looks nice. Look at this. It looks like it's south of France or something. That doesn't look Indian to me. We're at Kathgola Palace, a fabulous 4-storey home built in the 19th century by a rich banking family and containing priceless artefacts both inside and out. Come here alone and entry will cost you £1. where our guided tour is included in the cruise package.
It's very grand, isn't it?
Yes, it's a very grand palace built in 1870. So here you have a piece of Italian marble.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And who is that?
Yeah,
of?
this is the statue of Michelangelo.
Michelangelo.
Yes. This was their passion, you know.
Yeah. I'm loving this here.
Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
great, isn't it?
Yeah. It's so interesting. There's so much to learn, though.
The sprawling gardens here are stuffed with exotic plants. Apparently, the original owner was also obsessed with roses and cultivated 108 different varieties of them. That's because in India, 108 is considered a cosmic number. Many even count to that figure while doing their religious meditation. And talking of faith,
You know, the founder of this palace, they believe in the Jain religion.
The Jain religion?
The Jain religion, yeah.
I've got a religion?
Yeah, it's...
There's actually a religion
Yes,
called
yes.
Jain.
Yes, there are about 2 million people throughout the world.
2 million
Yes.
people throughout the world worship Jain.
Yes.
among the 5 great vows of Jainism are non-violence, non-stealing, non-attachment and truth. Oh, and chastity. Can I get back to you on that one? Anyway, according to my fellow cruise fan, Peter, the followers of this religion aren't short of a bob or two.
The most successful people in India are actually Jains.
Really?
And a lot of the businessmen and a lot of the shops, if you go to a shop, you often find they're run by Jains. And also you have to wear a mask over your mouth so you don't inhale insects.
Really?
And you sweep the ground as you walk so you don't stand on any insects. So there's a payback to it as
There
well.
is a payback, but in general, they're very wealthy and very rich.
Yes,
Very
and very
successful.
successful.
The most successful Indians.
So far in India, we've seen a lot of cows and goats. But the gardens here echo to the sound of these little fellas.
Oh, hey, oh, monkeys. Oh, my God. Wow, that's big tails on them, aren't there? Gosh, they're fast. They're so fast. Hey, up, dog's after them now. Oh, my God, there's going to be a fight. Oh! Oh, my God! I've learnt so much about Jainism, about temples, about beautiful gardens. You can have a little mooch around on your own, but you won't find out about all the wonderful things that I've found about today. So please get a guide.
Time for us all to head back to the boat for lunch. Taking ship-organised tours, there's no danger of missing a meal. And for those with delicate tummies, it's best to have all your food on board. And why wouldn't you? They lay on a great spread, with everything from traditional Indian dishes to sandwiches and salads. Most cruises cater for different dietary needs, and this one offers a wellness menu if you're trying to be good. Lunch over, it's time to head out again. This part of India is famous for its traditional metal craft. Murshidabad has a whole district devoted to it.
Can I pick one up? They're absolutely fabulous, aren't they? Bit heavy for carrying home, though.
The ship offers a guided tour to meet a local family that makes its living from the ancient craft. It's a trip designed to immerse you in local life.
I like how everything is just happening in the street.
For generations, highly skilled pot makers have been going about their business here as the world around them changed. Same skills, same tools, same dedication. The family I'm meeting have their workshop actually inside their house, which is way off the beaten track.
And that's it. I can hear something banging, so we might be nearing. We're going up a back alley.
The air's filled with the smell of furnaces. The sound of hammer on metal echoes through the narrow streets. It gives this place a metallic heartbeat.
Oh, hello. Nice to meet you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Yeah? One son, yeah? One son and one grandson. Here's your mother. Oh, and grandson.
It's humbling to be invited into their home. The entire family work together, each playing their part in this ancient craft. Bell metal is an alloy of copper and tin and used for all types of utensils. But this family's speciality is urns. Mine too, as it turns out.
So, I'm going to put that bit on top of there. And then this bit is the base. It's all about the base. So you do that, and then this bit goes round it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make an urn.
It takes years to perfect this skill, so it's worth the trip to watch these artisans at work.
For generations, this place has made these.
These urns are traditionally used to store water and grain. Nowadays, they're also sold to tourists for around a tenner each.
I absolutely respect everything you do here. It's a skill that is very, very difficult by the look of it. Thank you for letting me see you today and meet you, and thank you.
Coming up next, another Indian tradition leaves its mark.
I can't ask too many questions because there's an artist at work here.
And I say good night to the River of Light.
It's enchanting and it's uplifting and it's just a beautiful thing to see.
Another magical day on the Ganges. And after reaching the most northerly point in our river voyage, we're now travelling back south. We've left Murshidabad behind and are heading to Mayapur, known to some as the spiritual capital of the world. There are long stretches of cruising on this trip, so there's plenty of time to relax, read a book, or just take in the incredible scenery. Beats watching telly for me. But if you ever get restless doing nothing, there's always the onboard activities.
I'm going upstairs to see what's going on there because about 20 years ago, when I were in my teens, believe it, people like Madonna and Demi Moore got these henna tattoos. It was really, really fashionable. And apparently, the people who follow Jain, the Jainisms, they get them done as well. So I thought, when in India, let's go and have one done. Right. I can hear squeals of delight. Here we go. Oh. What are you going to have done?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
I think it's going to go onto my foot and on my leg. So maybe I'll get a tongue.
Yes, look at you. You're fairly just
Yeah, you just take it easy.
You're the queen. You're the queen.
Oh, I get excited. This is one of my favourite ladies on the ship because she always looks $1 million. Oh, look at that. That looks fabulous.
I know I need to go somewhere now.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Exactly.
We're all going to get dressed up and it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I did a little research on henna, and apparently the designs are inspired by the spirit energy of the muse. Perhaps more importantly, getting one of these temporary tattoos doesn't hurt.
Look at that, though.
It really it turned out.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I'm going to go for the,
For the fingers.
Hello, Dinesh. How are you?
Good, ma'am. How are you?
I'm very well. So, good luck with my energy.
I'm sure you have good positive energy.
I hope so. You just paint what you feel, yes?
Yes.
Ah. Do you know what energy you're getting from me?
Yeah.
And what is that? You dare tell me. It's not good energy. I can't ask too many questions because there's an artist at work here.
Henna tattoos date back as far as ancient Egypt. The paste is made from the dried leaves of the henna plant, and once applied, the designs last up to 3 weeks.
That's me done.
Yes.
My energy has stopped. I'm going to take a picture of that and remember that forever as one of the amazing things that happened on my trip to India.
Well, as night falls, I'm all inked up and ready to go, but this won't be any ordinary evening.
We've all been called out after dinner, so I brought my cup of tea. And there's some surprise that everybody's putting on for us, so I'm going to find out what it is.
In the main holy cities on the Ganges, candlelight offerings are almost a daily event. Tonight, the ship's staff have arranged their own. I've been lucky enough to make some great friends on this trip, so I'll be sharing it with them.
How sweet does that look? Oh, it's beautiful. They've lit. Oh, what's that? Something's just dropped off there and into my tea.
Maybe it's a message from above. Not surprising, as we're on India's holiest river.
Wow. Something as so simple as a little flame in a little cup floating down the river, but can be so beautiful.
In the Hindu religion, the Ganges is worshipped, and these flames are offerings to the river goddess Ganga herself.
Seeing lights like this is like many voices coming together. It's enchanting and it's uplifting, and it's just a beautiful thing to see. And we all feel very honoured that these beautiful lanterns have been lit in our honour tonight. And I, for one, am feeling very humbled by it. It's a beautiful sight and it's a beautiful night. A night that I will never forget because I'm among new friends and we're all like-minded and we're all in love with India.
Amen to that.
Yay!
It's 5 days since I set sail from Kolkata, and so far I've been completely thrilled by India's charm. It's colourful.
Garlands are essence of the Indian culture. This one is used for the wedding.
Oh, this is wedding garlands?
Spiritual.
This is so different to everything I've ever seen.
And eventful.
I'm too heavy for him. He's having to pull me up a hill.
Transporting us through it all is the Uniworld Ganges Voyager 2. Like most river cruise ships, she's small, with just 28 cabins. But there's a choice of suites ranging from standard to ones like mine. And it's my home for the next few days.
Go.
We're almost 90 miles north of where we boarded in Kolkata. We visited Kalna, Matiari and Murshidabad, and now we're turning back downriver towards the holy city of Mayapur.
What a lovely place.
We're staying here for a day and a half, so there's plenty of time to take advantage of all the excursions on offer.
We're going to there. We're going to the big blue dome. It's free to get in, so that's always nice. And it's apparently something that you must see if you come here, so it does look quite spectacular. It's a good day.
Mayapur is a tourist magnet, and it's the HQ of a movement with followers the world over.
Now, I don't know much about Hare Krishna religion. All I've seen really is these lovely people going down the high street in orange gowns, chanting and ringing bells. But apparently, millions make the pilgrimage here every single year just to see this and worship here.
As there is such a lot to see here, I strongly recommend a guide. The ship do offer a group outing, but for an extra £45, you can get a private tour.
Thank you.
Welcome.
You're here again.
Slowly.
He does every job on the ship, that guy. Right. I presume it's up here. Thank you, my love. Cheers. You're so sweet. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. The thing I know about Hare Krishna is it changed the Beatles' lives. And they came to India and spent some time here and had some time out and completely changed their way of life, especially George Harrison.
And since the swinging 60s, this once sleepy town has boomed in popularity. And to take me around, I've met up with Gopi.
Is this your first trip?
This is my first trip in India.
Wow.
He's followed Hare Krishna for nearly 25 years and lived in Mayapur for over 10.
Amazing. Where are we going now?
We're going to the Prabhupada Pushpa Samadhi.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do with this?
We ring the bell.
Yeah?
We're coming to his house.
Right. I'm coming in. Wow, look at this.
You can offer the flower.
Yeah? You offer the flowers? Do you put it on there?
Yeah.
And that's your love for...
Love for His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Okay.
This faith is based on Hindu scriptures, adapted by the spiritual guru commemorated here.
Here is the deity. He is the founder of the Hare Krishna movement in 1966. He started from 1966.
That's not very...
Yes, just 53 years ago this religious movement was founded, and it's since grown rapidly.
Oh, wow, look at that.
These are made of marble chips.
Like a mosaic?
Yeah, like mosaic.
Wow.
But nowhere is the movement more popular than here. And to prove it, they're building another ginormous temple right next door.
So this is going to be magnificent, isn't it?
Yes, yes. This is the temple of Vedic planetarium.
Wow.
And this is going to be one of the 8 wonders of the world.
Really? And when's it going to be finished?
Well, 2022.
2022. Oh, I feel the excitement already of knowing what it's going to be.
Wish I could take you inside, but it's a little short of time.
So I'll come back, don't you worry.
There's so much going on here, you couldn't hope to understand it without having someone to guide you. We've come to an evening service, which, mine assures me, is a must-see.
They're excited that moment, and we're going to open the curtains now. They'll blow the conch right now. They will blow conch.
All right. Okay.
Conch shells. And then the altar will open up, so they're excited about it.
Okay.
They're all here to see one of the most holy shrines, the 5 features of Krishna, and you can only see it here in Mayapur.
It's quite something to be in this atmosphere and feel it. You can feel it in here, the excitement of everybody.
The priest holds the ceremony in front of statues of Krishna. He has an oil lamp burning incense and a set of ritual offerings representing the 5 elements: fire, earth, water, air, and the ether. I did promise you some new holiday experiences, didn't I?
Millions of people travel to this village for this. This is such a massive place of worship and pilgrimage. And this is unbelievable to see.
Coming up next, I hit Chandanagar, just the place to meet your movie idols.
My name is Orson Welles, so very...
Orson Welles?
Yeah, you can't forget that.
Name.
You know.
And after Hollywood, Bollywood. I learned the moves back on board. I'm almost a week into my cruise along India's most sacred river, the Ganges. We've left Mayapur and are now sailing 65 miles towards Chandanagar. It's a few hours before we arrive, though. Enough time to join the other passengers for a few Indian fashion tips.
Look at the turban. This is a famous tie-dye of Rajasthan. White piece of muslin dipped in different dyes.
Yeah, there is something quite glamorous about a turban, I think. But it's an art. It's all done by folds and tucks. There's not a pin, a button, a zip, or Velcro in sight.
Having a desert around, it was always dry and barren. So that was the reason behind, adopting these vibrant colors. This is how they'd compensated the missing colors in their life.
Ah, isn't that romantic? Your town's grey, so you paint it red. And yellow. And green. You also learn how to do this. Trust me, it takes years of practice.
Twirling the mustache and looking at a girl is considered as a pass. That's the reason my wife said, get rid of your mustaches.
You won't get rid of the turban, though. Apart from looking great, they make your life a lot easier.
The turban is used for many things. Not only is it used for sunstroke, because it is so long, the fabric, you can use it in the wells. So you can put a bucket down and get water, or you can fold it up and use it as a pillow. So they use it for quite a few little different things. Yeah, I think so, don't you? Looks like a Maharaja. Oh. Yeah, it's good.
Right, that's the blokes sorted. Now here come the girls. And the saris. Now, you know me, I can't resist a glamorous gown.
Is there one for me?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Pleasantly different from the changing room mirrors back home, I must say.
Thank you, Dinesh. That's the thing on these ships. You might be very shy. And a lot of people are, and a lot of people don't like to join in. But on this occasion, you can't help but, because you want to look as beautiful as everybody else does, you know? Look at this. Look at these gorgeous colours. You'd never get this done on a morning, would you? You'd never get to work.
Now to finish off the look with the traditional bindi.
OK. What does the bindi mean?
The bindi, all the married ladies wear bindi.
Oh, OK.
The widows don't wear bindi. Now, there's even the young ones, they wear something else, but that traditional maroon, deep one, red one, is for the married ladies.
So you can tell if someone's single or married just by the bindi?
Yeah, kind of you can.
Yeah, that's a good sign, isn't it? Right. You feel very grand, and they're very, very comfortable. And to be honest, if I could wear a sari every day and have these lovely gentlemen helping me in, I would. Because it's the most comfortable thing ever. And it all looks good.
So now we've got the customary dress, it's time for the age-old dance. Bollywood, here I come. There's lots of time between stops on this cruise, which gives you a great opportunity to see rural life in India. You also start to appreciate how important the Ganges is to the people in West Bengal. Without it, so many farms, villages and towns just wouldn't survive. While most of those towns look similar, the one we're stopping at today has characteristics all of its own. Well, that's according to the brochure the ship's staff have given me.
Thank you. It's all right, I've got you. It says here that the French obtained permission to establish a trading post at Chandanagar from Ibrahim Khan, who was the governor of Bengal in 1673. So it's all about the French here. I found something French. Lampposts. Those are very much French lampposts. Actually, a lamppost at all in India is something quite rare. So the fact that it is French is a tick.
The ship does offer a group walking tour, but if you fancy time to yourself, you can use the cruise leaflets and take your own petit promenade. That's French, you know.
This is definitely a French-built church, but it's bright yellow with green shutters and a teensy bit of red, which, of course, is the Indian influence.
Christians are the third largest religious group in India, after Hindus and Muslims. The priest here is one of the country's 27 million Christians. I'm sure I've heard of him before.
My name is Orson Welles, so very...
Orson Welles?
Yeah, you
That's
can't forget that.
Name.
You know? Yeah, you can't forget. Because my grandfather came out from England in the Royal Artillery, and he married in India.
Wow.
And so we get the title Wells, and then you go on adding the names.
Yeah. Orson Welles. Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Turns out Father Wells has a connection with another famous name. As a boy, he knew Mother Teresa of Calcutta, the Roman Catholic nun and missionary, famed for her charitable work with India's street kids and made a saint by the Pope in 2016.
When Mother came, she would often play with my hair even when I was young. This is the day I became a priest, when she came,
And she came to see
She surprised me with that,
What a lovely thing to happen in your life.
Yes, very, very much.
Yeah. You can see the closeness, actually, in all the photographs. You know, she's very, very fond of you, isn't she?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
My
sharing
pleasure.
this with me. What a pleasure. Thank you
Thank you very much. And God bless all of you.
Oh, thank you so much, Father.
A couple of hours in Chandanagar doesn't really do it justice. It's a unique city in Bengal, constantly fought over by the British and the French in the past, and now retaining the features of each, as well as its own independent character. More than anywhere on this trip, you can see Eastern and Western cultures side by side. One of the great pleasures of cruising is getting to sample the authentic local cuisine. But on this ship, you can also learn how to cook it. So I'm joining Chef Zavid with my new friends Peter and James.
I don't think we've picked the right colour tops to be doing a curry with. You?
No.
A bit white linen.
We've got all these bright orange and reds, and we've got white shirts on.
Today we're making the most authentic Bengali dish of all, a fish curry.
So here you can see all the spices we're gonna use. First you can see the chili powder, which is very famous in India especially. And this chili powder is not spicy. This is used only for the color. It's not spicy at all. And the turmeric we're gonna use for the fish curry. And this is the Bengal fried spice. I'm gonna use this one for the marination of the fish.
In supermarkets back home, you'll find this is called panch phoron, and it's typical to this region.
So I'm gonna show you how to marination this one first. You can see we're gonna use this fish, particular fish. This is very local. Of course, for any Bengali food, we need definitely mustard oil, which is very famous here.
So that's mustard oil,
yes? This is the mustard oil.
Okay.
So I'm gonna marinate it. In the meantime, we will start to prepare the curry.
Okay.
Each region in India has a different way of cooking, all influenced by the ingredients grown locally.
Mustard oil again, oil in.
So I think that stuff's the one, the plant that's growing all along the side of the riverbank, that bright yellow plant.
Yeah.
Really distinctive smell to it though.
It has, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's good for your nasals.
The curries here in West Bengal are famed for their fiery flavours.
It smells amazing. And that's just with those little ingredients in. Garlic and the chilli and the mustard and then the tomato and the onions all together. It smells amazing.
And nothing's left to waste, even the fish heads on the menu.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like how he keeps looking at me. Keeps eyeballing me like that.
Oh, look at that.
This is the fish curry. Wow. Enjoy.
Very good, chef. Excellent. Can I have a smell? Oh, it smells amazing. It's fabulous.
That's nice. It's got a bit of a kick to it. I mean, I'm starting to sweat a bit, but it's all right.
Must admit, I love a good Indian takeaway, but a curry is even more satisfying once you've learned about all the individual ingredients and seen them cooked from scratch.
Thank you, chef. Much appreciated.
Here's what's coming up next.
I didn't think that a building built with such love and such care and such precision could still, 360 years later, touch someone like myself.
And visit the bedroom of an ancient Indian queen.
If I was the Maharani, I'd want to sleep here.
The Ganges, 1,500 miles of river rising in the Himalayas and spilling out into the Bay of Bengal. On this trip, we've covered nearly 200 miles of it, and we're now sailing back towards our start point, Kolkata. Once there, I'll say goodbye to my ship and continue my journey on land. But there's still a bit of time before we reach Bengal's biggest city, giving me the chance to take part in one more onboard activity.
Welcome to the yoga mat.
Thank you.
You're in India and we are doing yoga, and it's very important when you come to India that you do a little bit of yoga, not too much.
If you're a newcomer to all this bendy business, like me, instructors like Anushka are on hand to ease you in gently.
So what I'm going to ask you to do is you're going to just once fold this towel that you have below to make it a little bit elevated for yourself.
Okay.
And then you're going to sit down. There we go. Good. Now,
like that?
There we go. That's better. Yeah. That's why I also kept these blocks around.
Can't even sit on a towel.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's just relax our palms on our thighs. Om Shanti.
Yoga originated in India around 5,000 years ago. Might take me that long to master it.
So this is called cat-cow. So you're going to come onto your all fours.
It is relaxing, though, I must say. And getting all that Indian air in your lungs as you exercise feels very appropriate.
So let's lie down on your back.
Okay. Oh, I like this one.
Now you're going to open the arms to the side.
Okay.
Yes, and place the palms so they face the ground. Yes, shoulders are nice and relaxed. And bend your knees towards your chest. Good. You're just going to bring your knees to the right. Yes. Turn the head to the left. Yes. Inhale to change all the way to the other side. Yeah, towards you. There we go. Good.
Thank you. No,
yes.
That's an hard one.
Yes.
Well, I've still got a way to go before I can put my legs behind my head.
I quite like it down here.
But it's a start.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. I'm at one with myself. My inner sanctum is jumping for joy.
While I've been busy bending and twisting, the ship's carried on sailing. All the way back to our final stop in Kolkata.
Well, that's it. That's my voyage done. Time to say farewell to the Voyager 2. But I continue my experience on land. Trust me, I've seen sights and experienced things I never thought I would. And now I'm going to continue the adventure.
So after such a memorable week, I'm leaving the Bengal region behind and heading nearly 1,000 miles northwest. I'll be visiting 2 cities, Jaipur and Agra, before catching my flight home from the capital Delhi. These days, more and more cruisers are offering a land-based holiday as part of the package, perfect in a country as vast as India, where so many attractions are away from rivers and coastline. Jaipur's the largest city in Rajasthan, a state nearly 3 times the size of England. It's noted for its stunning buildings, nearly all of which come in a particular shade, including my hotel.
Right, thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the Pink City.
Thank you very much.
My name is Abby. I'm general manager for the hotel.
Thank you, Abby.
Thank you for taking time to come and see us.
Oh, it's lovely. Thank you very much.
I'm staying at the Raj Villas, built around a 300-year-old temple, also with a unique royal tent.
Is this all mine? Gosh. This is not glamping, and it's not like a caravan either. This is so beautiful.
We've got a lot to pack in today, so there's just enough time to freshen up before heading out for an explore.
We're going to the Pink City. I've no idea why it's pink, so we're going to go and find out.
The city may be pink, but my fingers are turning blue. That's because I'm here in January, when the temperatures can hit lows of 7 degrees Celsius. Good job I brought my Yorkshire woolies.
I have been absolutely perished since I've got here. So make sure you check what time of year you're coming, because although the sun is out, it is still very cold. So please be aware of the weather.
The cruise companies organised all of my excursions. Today's is all about the history and unusual appearance of this incredible city.
I think what I've realised about India is it is the country of extremes. You get one extreme where there's just complete and utter poverty, and then in the same view, you'll see such grandeur that absolutely blows your mind. And it is very pink. It's definitely pink. Every single building is pink.
And it doesn't get much more pink or more grand than the Palace of Winds, where I'm meeting TK, my guide for the day.
Hi!
How are you?
How are you, TK?
You're welcome to Pink City.
So why is it pink?
In Rajasthan, pink is the color of joy and happiness. When Prince of Wales was coming, who later on became Edward VII.
Yes.
Maharaja
That's the Queen's granddad.
Right.
Yeah?
So the Maharaja wanted to show how happy his population was.
Yes.
Hence, he made it a point that the front of all the building should be painted. Pink.
That's nice.
It's not stone.
No.
It's painted.
There's only so much of the city you can see on foot, so this excursion includes a jeep tour.
That's a beautiful building there, Water Palace.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's lovely. The Water Palace. And the reflection on the water, it's beautiful.
Huge.
Is this your full-time job? Do you take lots of people out like this?
Full time. Going to retire very soon.
Oh, you can't do that.
I can't do it.
And you will do it. Who have you taken around?
I took around Clinton twice. Prince Charles, both the brothers, younger one.
Yeah, Harry and William?
Yes.
Wow.
What a wonderful idea to retire. Zenith. The zenith of the career.
Yeah, right.
Zenith of the career.
Oh, look at this. Oh, wow.
Our next stop is the Amma Fort, built for the local Maharaja, or regional king, back in the 1500s. It's a steep walk up the hill to get to the fort, so I definitely recommend a jeep tour, unless you're feeling particularly fit.
It's huge, this place.
TK offered me a guided tour for the whole of this excursion, but I wanted to soak in the atmosphere on my own. And the good thing about the modern world is you can still get all the info.
Now it says here, because there's free Wi-Fi here, by the way, so you can goggle as much as you want. So I'm looking at this thing, and it says that every corridor in this palace was made on a zigzag so that it slowed the enemy down if it was attacked. Not only that, all the doors are made really low so that when you walk through it, they just chop their heads off. It's a flipping good idea, that really, isn't it?
One online site mentions a part of the fort that's quite magical. The bedroom of the Maharaja's wife, the Maharani.
If I was the Maharani, I'd want to sleep here.
Legend has it she wanted to lay under the stars. But as she wasn't allowed to sleep outside, the Maharaja created a ceiling with concave pieces of mirror which reflected the light, effectively bringing the stars to her.
This is my dream bedroom because it's got little mirror balls everywhere. I love a mirror ball. Can you imagine spotlights hitting that? I mean, it would be spectacular. There would just be beams of light everywhere around here. I tell you what, you can half dance yourself dizzy to that, couldn't you? When you think about it, one day in India, I've been on a jeep, I've been to a palace, and I've seen elephants on the street. That's a great day, isn't it?
And it's not over yet. There are loads of festivals in India, so when you're booking your cruise, check the calendar and see what's on while you're there. I have, and discovered my trip coincides with a special date for Hindus. The cruise fixed a meeting with another guide, Yogi, to tell me more.
Please, welcome to Jaipur.
Thank you.
Today, it's good to be here because this marks the end of the winter solstice for us.
Ah, so it's coming out of winter into spring.
Into sort of a spring here.
Yeah.
Days are going to be longer.
In Jaipur, they mark the day by gathering on the rooftops to fly kites.
And it's all families?
Yeah, all families up there together. You'll enjoy the families, you know.
Right.
Here we are. Please come. You go up and you fly a kite up there. So, yeah, we go up there.
Oh, look at it up here.
The families around, isn't it? See?
Oh, hello.
Hello, hi, namaste.
Namaste.
I'm Gunjan Agarwal.
Nice to see you. Are you going to teach me how to?
Yeah, she will.
You kite.
Okay.
Kite.
That's it.
When it comes to festivals, you can get as involved as you like. Either sit back and watch it all happening around you, or be like me and dive in.
Want to try the knot?
A knot? I can do a knot.
One more.
Hey, you're very professional.
Balancing, yeah.
Yeah, you're professional kite flyers.
Professional flyers, you know.
Right, are you ready for my... Okay, so you're going to teach me how to do this? Okay. Yay!
Good, let it go.
Look at that! Oh, it's so exciting when you get it up there. I'm flying a kite. Look at that! Look how far it is. Oh wow! This is great.
I think I'm just about getting the hang of this.
No problem.
Yeah. I've lost my kite. It's a really exciting thing to do, especially with families like this. It's lovely to see all the neighbours out. It's a big celebration that the winter is finally coming to an end and that the sun is coming back out. It's fab, isn't it? Fantastic.
Seeing hundreds of kites in the sky at one time is really quite incredible. And once the sun sets, the party really starts, and kites are replaced by lanterns drifting across the sky like shooting stars.
When you see them all in the air, it's just really magical. That's if we don't set the house on fire. Yeah, like, oh. Hey! Hooray!
What a way to end my day in Jaipur. This trip hasn't been about beaches and margaritas. It's been about moments like this. Moments you couldn't recreate anywhere else. I'll be honest, I'm not sure how I can even follow it. But then again, here's what's coming up next.
I didn't think a building could make your heart feel like this.
I'm coming to the end of my trip of a lifetime in India. After cruising the sacred Ganges and having an unforgettable time in Jaipur, I'm heading to my next city stop, Agra. It's a 4-hour bus ride through teeming old streets and along smart new highways. But I'm not worried, as I've brought my survival kit.
Now, a lot of people comment that I've always got a bag with me. And I must admit, not many travel with a bag this size like I do. But in this bag, I've got my tissues, I've got hand cream, I've got earplugs, I've got my comb in one, I've got a bottle of water in another, I have my phone chargers with every single plug that I need for all over the world. Medication. Always, always, always keep your medication with you at all time, because if your luggage gets lost, which sometimes it does, it's unfortunately, but if you keep even a few of what you need until you get it. So I can survive for maybe 4 days with just what I have in here. It's huge and it weighs as much as my case.
Agra lies in northern India's Uttar Pradesh state. And while I'm here, I'll be staying at the Armour Villas.
Hello.
Very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good afternoon, welcome to the resort as well.
Hello, thank you very much. Oh, the temperature's lovely here. It doesn't look like it's a hotel. It looks like it belongs to royalty. You know, it looks like a palace. So I'm feeling very regal. Oh, hello. Thank you.
Welcome to the Oberoi Villas.
Thank you very, very much.
Good
Yes.
afternoon. Welcome to the Oberoi Villas.
Thank you very much. Oh, I right need that after that long coach journey as well.
There's nothing like a ginger and peach press to revive the senses.
Just look at that. Wow. I do love a chandelier.
Not bad, eh?
Gosh.
Just wait till you see the inside.
This can't be mine. Because every time you get two doors, it usually means it's very big inside. Come into my palace. Oh my God. This is bigger than my house. Just look at this. Just let me dump my stuff. So I like to just dump everything and then go for a wander. Blimey. Oh my God, look at that. I've got a dining room. Now I have to confess, the only thing I have on a rider is hummus and crudités. That's it. And they've set it up like a proper dinner and everything. What's that? Oh, and pita bread. Pita bread, look. I know it's daft me getting excited about little things like that, but it's the little things in life that really make it. But this isn't a little thing in life. This is huge! This is a massive palace of a room. To be honest, I'm a bit overwhelmed because I've never stayed in anything like this. God, what's up with me? I've never stayed in anything as beautiful as this. I've flown all the way into India and I'm being treated like a Maharaja or a Maharati or whatever it was. It's that, you know, the Queen, whatever it is. And it's quite overwhelming. I don't even know where to go next. It's just so big. You'd get lost in this. Oh, look at the bed. Look at the bed. Look. Oh, I don't even get on it like I normally do. I don't even bounce on it because I feel like a dog and I'd be saying, get off that sofa.
Excuse the shock, but that's what happens when you suddenly see one of the world's most beautiful sights.
There's the Taj Mahal.
Right, time to get up close to this spectacular man-made wonder. The Taj Mahal is just over half a mile away and there's transport here right up to the gates. As this trip is part of the cruise package, they've once again arranged for Yogi to be my guide.
So this is the story of love, I believe.
It is immortal love.
I think nothing lifts anything like love does.
It is. It transcends the barrier of everything, you know.
It does, doesn't it?
Okay, Jen?
Yeah, here we go.
Please come.
Thank you.
What's your step?
I will.
The Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal for his favourite wife who died giving birth. Legend says her dying wish was for the most beautiful tomb ever known. 4 centuries on, it attracts visitors from the world over.
This is just the gate, you know?
That's just the gate?
That's the gate which you see over there. It looks like a monument in itself, isn't it? See? So in a way, the way we are walking in, it builds up your passion.
Yeah.
And then you are ready to appreciate the building over there, right behind it there. See?
It's 1,300 rupees, or about £14 to get in. But there are also security checks, so be prepared to be searched and make sure you have enough time to wait in line.
to the Monument of Love. You have to have a beautiful entrance, you know?
Hell yeah.
It's like you go slowly closer to the beauty. You're lifting a veil of a lady, that we say in our culture.
Is that
here.
right?
Yeah.
Gonna lift the veil off the lady any minute. You're just seeing a teeny little bit of flesh. And it's like, come on, get the veil off.
Hold your breath.
Hold your breath.
The moment you were waiting for is going to be there in few seconds.
I'll tell you what, this is an exciting experience. It's quite... Because it is, it's like teasing and teasing and teasing. Oh, wow, look at that, straight through the gate, and there you are.
It really does take your breath away.
I didn't think a building could make your heart feel like this. It is spellbinding to think that a building built with such love and such care and such precision could still, 360 years later, touch someone like myself and make me feel love. And let's be honest, that's what we all want to feel. We all want to feel love. So where is the actual best shot to get a picture?
The symmetry of the building is we get right from the center of the spot over there.
Can you show me?
Always busy, always busy. Beautiful.
Yeah, is that good? I've got my photo. Oh, it's just, you've got to get that photo. This is why there's so many people here, because that is the shot that everybody is after, including these two lovely young men here. Yeah, do you want to get in there? Go on, get in. Get in. It is just such a beautiful, beautiful place to be. And it's not just the view, it's the feel. Everybody feels it. And I must admit, I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it. This is a day in my life that I will never forget, ever.
And I won't forget the other 8 days either. We'll be heading to Delhi and then flying back to the UK once we've wound up this visit. But I think a piece of my heart will always remain right here.
You know, when I first got told we were coming to India, I don't know what I was expecting. But I wasn't expecting this amazing experience, because you don't just visit India, you experience it. You experience the feel of it, the love here, the smell. It hits every sense you have. I, for one, have felt like I've been on a spiritual journey, and I sincerely hope you do too if you come and visit it. I recommend it fully. It's something you will never experience in your whole life unless you do it yourself. Come to India. It's amazing. Meanwhile, I'm going to get leathered. I'm going to die.